Hiring your frequency, manifesting, thinking positively, all of these things seem so difficult in all the videos, but I promise you it is not that hard. You can hire your frequency by these simple little things that you're doing in your everyday life that you probably don't even realize. And honestly, it took for me to break down and have the awareness of why so many things were happening in my life positively. Once I realized that I hired my frequency without even knowing by doing these small things. Now I know all the people, they're always like, oh my gosh, to higher your frequency, you need to do meditation, you need to do journaling, you need to do all these things, which yes, that is so great. However, if you're a beginner and you've never heard that much about frequency, you've never studied neuroscience, like you're like, what? I just want to be happier, to attract more abundance, to manifest more. What is this whole frequency thing? I'm about to break it down to you because I'm the type of person that I don't understand all that fluff. I'm just like, how do I do this? And literally, I'm the one that's breaking this down with ChatGPT because I'm like, what do these words mean? So basically, hiring your frequency is literally it ultimately is just being in a great mood. So your frequency overall, whether it's high or low, is your mood and it's your energy. Now, if you're in a high frequency, then you're in a better mood. You're in a happy mood. And when you're in a happy mood, happier things, greater things are happening to you. Compared to if you're in a lower frequency, you're in a kind of bad mood, you're negative. You start to only focus on negative things. You maybe doubt yourself. You're always complaining. You're impatient. All of these things, which what I feel like is we make it excuses for it, and we're like, oh my god, I'm just irritable, I'm just impatient, everybody in my family is like that, I'm just bipolar, I'm just depressed. But in reality, it's because you're on a low frequency. So hopefully that makes sense for a basic definition. Literally, just it's your whole mood and how you operate. And the reason this is huge though is because the way that your mood is, whether it's positive or negative, you guys know dang well that affects how you operate in this life. Like that affects you and all the people around you. So it's like if you're in a bad mood, aka a low frequency, everyone around you notices that. You may notice people aren't talking to you as much, or you may notice when you do interact with people, it's always a negative interaction. You may always have an attitude. You might always be like, it's raining, now my day sucks. Like, all of that is low frequency. Or like, dang, I just woke up, now I gotta go to work, and you're just irritated going to work. All of these things are low frequency. But what we want to get to is a high frequency. And why is the high frequency good for you is because being in a high frequency, it basically naturally allows you to think bigger. It allows you to move with confidence. It allows you to just really embody this positive mindset and be in gratitude in order to just live a better life, y'all. Because like at the end of the day, if you don't want to attract anything, if you don't want to manifest, that's fine. But you know dang well you don't want to go through your life just living on repeat. Like, don't you want to wake up and be happy every day? You literally can do that. Like, you have the power to wake up and be happy every single day. No matter if stuff at work is chaotic, no matter if stuff is going on with your family, you have the ability to be happy every day. And so that is what being on a high frequency gives you the opportunity to do, is to just basically sit in the opportunity, sit in your environment and just be in gratitude, be grateful for everything that's around you, no matter what. See the beauty in everything around you, no matter what, and just have a great mood. Like, I know everybody knows that person who's like so happy, or like you're like, dang, they're always so positive. And some people are like, why are you always so positive? Like, people say that to me, and it's like, don't be bringing that low frequency, low vibe energy over here. You know what I mean? Like, I am always happy and I am always positive because everything can happen your way, but you telling yourself these negative things is keeping you low, babe, and we need to get high. So ultimately, like, being in this high frequency, it's going to allow you to be more happier and like just really appreciate waking up and moving through life. Like, have you ever tried just waking up and being like, oh my gosh, today's gonna be a terrific day? You should say it. It sounds silly, but wake up and say that when you wake up. It's gonna be a great day. You're gonna feel like it. Instead of when you're talking to people, instead of when someone says, how was your day going? Don't say it's bad or it's going meh. Just say it's amazing. I'm having an amazing day. I'm doing great. I am doing amazing. All these things, they're little, but that's, to other people, it comes off as, oh, super positive, super this. But no, it's intentional because this is keeping me on the high frequency and this is what's making us more happier. So literally, the reason why you want to do those little things, those are just little things that I would say we're going to get into more specifically of what you can do as a beginner. But why you want to start there is because this is going to allow you to attract more opportunities. So it's like, even if you're thinking, I don't want to manifest, which I don't know why. This is for people who do want to manifest, for people who do want to believe and ask for big things, who want to think big and who want all these goals. This is for the people who want to accomplish that and how to get there. So ultimately, If you want to do that, you have to be on a high frequency. That way you can be aware of the opportunities. Okay, you're not only aware of the opportunities, but you're able to attract more opportunities. So things that you may not have seen in front of you before are going to just come because you're feeling happy all the time. So you're going to only focus on good things, and so more good things come to you. It sounds so simple, but it's literally that simple. Think about when you have a bad day and then everything in your day starts to go bad, and then you keep thinking about how it's a bad day. You keep telling everybody you had a bad day, and it just keeps recycling. Well, flip it. It's the same thing with a good day. If you're just always having an amazing day, you're gonna keep having an amazing day. You're gonna keep having amazing things. So this allows you to like attract more opportunities. Not only that, but make good decisions and make better decisions out of alignment, and make them because you want to, and like take action in a way that you never have before because you believe in yourself. Like being on a high frequency, you're gonna feel like it's like cocaine, but internally. Like I don't know what cocaine does, but I imagine the way people feel like they do a cocaine and they're like so like just riled up. Like being on a high frequency, you literally get riled up with what you can achieve in this life, what you can accomplish, what goals you can set, and how literally you can do them. And I want you to just think about this really quick. Like right now, you may have a goal, whether that's financially, whether it's your living situation, and you might think it's way over here. You might think it's like way over there off the camera. Once you get on a high frequency, you're gonna see your goal is not that far away from you. Like I promise you, it's right here. And so that's why we gotta get on the high frequency, because it just keeps you, it's going to keep you bringing those things. And like, how does it work? I don't know the science, you guys, but literally it's like you're on a high frequency, you're operating, you're only noticing the good things. So then you're going to notice more things that you can do to get there. So whether that might be somebody calls you and you're like, oh my gosh, like I had this idea, or you go somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, this is how I'm going to get to this goal. Or you're talking to your friends and then you have an idea, or you go somewhere, like it's going to show up in little instances like this, and it's going to seem like a coincidence, but it is because you're on a high frequency. I can give you a specific example to help you with that. Like, so for me, I was operating on kind of, I would say like a mid frequency for my whole life, but really kind of low though, like just having these low bad habits, just being around other low frequency people. So not really noticing the opportunity in my life. And here's how I'm gonna tell you guys. I've been going to the farmer's market for like ever. Like I've been going forever since I was younger. Never thinking nothing of it. Like I love the farmers market. Since I've been on this high frequency, I went to the farmers market one day, and mind you guys, I've been thinking about I want to start a marketing agency. I want to learn more about marketing agency, or I just want to learn more about helping brands and like helping markets, but I don't know how I'm gonna get the clients. I don't know. I go to the farmers market, you guys, and literally I'm talking to all these people. They don't have social media. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm having this idea. I'm like, let me not pitch to them yet. Let me get ready. But that just goes to show that I have been doing this same thing, going to the farmer's market for my whole entire life, but I never had this idea and was inspired to be like, wait, I can create a marketing agency and help these small businesses at farmers markets literally monetize their social media, grow their social media, and start a brand, because so many of them don't have it and there's a need for it. Literally, you guys, like, and if you've never thought about that, if you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, y'all, that's a real thing, but you don't realize that until you higher your frequency. So just real quick, just an example, if you're in a low frequency, like I'm about to tell you some different versions of that and what it can look like. So if this sounds like I'm diagnosing you, then you really need to pay attention, because if everything I'm saying is like hitting you, then you gotta lock in and get on the high frequency, because you are holding yourself back. So basically a low frequency is like it's keeping you down. You might be sad all the time. Like I said, you always have an attitude. You don't see opportunities, and you probably are feeling like there's no hope. Like you might feel like, dang, like this is just my life. There's nothing else for me to do. You don't really believe in yourself. And this can also, like the low frequency is like compound interest. Like it just keeps compounding. So you're feeling like this, but then this also is reflecting in your life. So you're having bad habits. You're not going to the gym. You're doing drugs. You're drinking. You're not putting things in your body that are good for you. You're consuming bad food. You're consuming things that make you feel like crap. You're literally binge scrolling on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, watching funny videos, watching people fight, watching relatable videos when you need to be, that's not really doing nothing for you ultimately. So this is what it looks like when you're on the low frequency, and you might think it's normal, which it's not normal. It's what a lot of people do, but it's like if you want to change your life, you have to get out of that, because although it seems normal to you, like I said, you're holding yourself back, and it's only normal because you did not know that you were actually doing, you're actually holding yourself back from your fullest potential. Let me take a drink real quick, guys. Hold on. So yeah, ultimately it keeps you, because you're on that low frequency, you think it's normal, and so you continue to enable these bad things because you don't think that you're doing anything wrong. And you guys, what this looked like for me is when I was back in my hometown, enabling my bad habits, going out all the time, never taking time to think about my goals, always saying I don't have time to journal. I'm never consistent with journaling. I'm never meditating, but just thinking, but oh, I go to the gym, so everything's okay. No, I was enabling my bad habits, but I didn't realize it's because I'm on this low frequency. And so I just wasn't aware of how it was negatively affecting me. And like, it's nobody's fault because it's everybody's first time on this earth experiencing life 100%. However, once you're aware and once you know that, okay, I'm literally holding myself back by doing all these bad habits, you're like responsible for changing your life. You have to take responsibility for your own well-being, and that's what it's about. So that's what being on a low frequency is. And like, it can also show up in little things. Like, you might be only noticing bad things. Like, say you're talking to a guy, and I notice this with like a lot of my friends or people around me, and like, now that I'm looking at it from the outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're all just on a low frequency. So it's like, if they're talking to a guy or something and there's a situation going on, and then they're not talking no more, okay, then we're in the car listening to Summer Walker about how she got done wrong. She not talking to her man no more. Now everybody's talking about men ain't shit. Everybody's sad, worrying about how they don't got no man. And what is thinking that doing for you? Keeping more men away from you because you're focusing on that. Not literally keeping men away from you, but it's literally keeping your mind stuck that, oh my gosh, all men are terrible. I'm listening to these songs. She got done wrong. I got done wrong. You know what I'm saying, you guys? That's just like a small example, but think about it. When you get around your girls and everybody's sad, talking about singing these songs, shouting these songs about with Megan Thee Stallion, freaking Summer Walker, we're just all having a big mopey party. Like, you know, and some Megan Thee Stallion songs are empowering, but still, it's like we're just all having a big, what are we singing about? You know what I mean? Which leads me to my next point, you guys. That is the things that's keeping you in your low frequency. And this is how you can literally shift it as a beginner, because you probably are thinking, well, how can I change this? Start by what you're consuming. Like, this whole video is going to be about consuming better things and how to be naturally selective with what you consume in order for it to positively affect you. So with that example that I just gave when I talked about Summer Walker, Megan Thee Stallion, all these people are great people. Those are just who came up on my mind. But like, think Rod Wave, Mariah the Scientist, heavy on the Rod Wave. Some people love Rod Wave, and y'all, I went through a phase when I was on Rod Wave bad. But I was on Rod Wave bad, and I was feeling bad. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you're gonna level up your frequency, by this. Because think about it. I'll be on the way to work, my 9 to 5. I'm listening to Rod Wave. I get to work. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be at this job. Da, 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 da. But what was Rod Wave just talking about in the song? He wasn't saying nothing about going to no 9 to 5, but he was talking about some sad, mopey stuff. And you guys, that is low frequency music. Okay, so now that was my little transition. We're gonna get into how what you consume, whether that's your music, what you're listening to, literally everything you're listening to, music or videos, is negatively impacting you or positively impacting you. So that little scenario that I gave when I was listening to Rod Wave before work, and at work feeling like I hate this job, I don't want to work. Like, besides the fact that I did hate the job and I didn't want to work, it's like if I would go to work and be listening to a more hype song, like like some EDM, or like a good Drake song, or even a Rod Wave song that's like more higher energy, a Rod Wave song that makes me feel like, yeah, I'm gonna go get this money, that would be better, and that impacts my mood. So what I'm saying this to say is, the way that you can start implementing this right now, and you will see minor tweaks in how you're hiring your frequency, is with the stuff you're listening to. So instead of playing sad songs all the time, instead of you're sad, that man just messed you up, you just had a bad day at work, now I'm about to play another sad song so we can just all be sad and vibe. That's not good for you. It's not helping you. Instead of doing that, anytime you're listening to anything, make it positive. Make it good. Listen to songs that help you. Listen to songs that make you feel good. Listen to songs that make you visualize a good moment in your life. Visualize a future moment that's coming in your life. Listen to things like that. Do not listen to sad music, you guys, because this is like the pinnacle, and this seems so simple, but I want you to really think about it. Like, everybody listens to music. Like, everybody listens to music. So I really want you to think about how that affects you, because it affects you more than you think. And so just play music that makes you feel good. And for me, what that would be is, like, honestly, EDM. I don't know what it stands for, but I call myself like a multifaceted person when it comes to music, okay? I love all genres of music. I like electronic music. I like techno music. I like house music, EDM. Like, you know, the music that makes you want to just, like, pump Like everybody's just vibing like this. I like that type of music. And for so long, people around me, okay, they will talk about me. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you like that type of music? Oh my gosh. Listen, I listen to that music and I feel good. And I just realized, why do I like that music? Because it makes me feel good. And we all know songs that make us feel good. Like, you know, you're getting ready with your girls and you have a getting ready playlist. Maybe you need to listen to that getting ready playlist 24/7. Because the getting ready playlist usually is like hype songs, you know, because you feel good, I'm about to go out. Or you need to be like, I feel good, I'm about to go out and live my life. I'm about to go out and accomplish my dreams. So we need to be listening to more of that music because literally that affects everything. Like those are just small examples and you don't realize it, like I said, until you know. But what you're listening to is affecting you. So don't be listening to no sad, depressing music where they're talking about how they just got cheated on. They're talking about how they hope somebody loves them. They're talking about drugs, money, and somebody just died. That's not good. Although these are artists, I'm not saying nothing about them, but listening to that music keeps you on a low frequency and it keeps you low, and then you're not really able to evolve and grow because that's all you're hearing. And like say, because the biggest thing, this is the first step, but then once you continue to grow, like music, I rarely listen to it. I like to listen to instrumental music that has those when I'm like studying or like trying to do something, or like if I really need like a pick me up, like I listen to songs like that make me feel good. Like there are some songs with words that literally make me feel good. They make me visualize, and this is all a part of being on a high frequency. So for example, like Massive by Drake is a great one. I Wonder by Kanye West, that's an amazing one. And when I hear that, like I'm not even really listening to the words, kind of, but not really. I'm really listening to the background because it just makes me feel good. It makes me visualize, makes me imagine, and it makes me feel like I can just conquer the world. And that's how we want to feel through music. We don't want to feel down. So once you know you're elevating, you're like, okay, now I'm changing my music. I'm not listening to no more Summer Walker. That's great. Now I also want you to listen to some motivational videos when you're consuming, because this is all about what we're listening to. So like I said, it's not just music, it's the videos. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube. Watch videos that are actually educating you. This video is a good one, so I'm proud of you for watching this. But in this, compared to you watching a makeup tutorial, like what is the makeup tutorial doing for you? Or that's not that bad. I mean, if you want to learn how to do your makeup for an event, that is learning actually. So scratch that, not the makeup tutorial. But if you want to watch, if you're just watching funny videos, like it's no shade to people who create funny videos, but just scrolling, watching funny videos, like it's giving you a good laugh, but at the end of the day, what, you finna go to bed with the same bank account, the same, not feeling inspired? That's not good. That's not what we want. Like we only have one life on this earth and we need to be 2% better every day. So that's not making us 2% better every day. So what you need to do instead is you can watch excuse me, you can watch a motivational video. So literally just go to YouTube and search. And this is like if you don't want to listen to music, if you're like, okay, I don't want to listen to music, sometimes I listen to videos. Instead of this, because here's another one, crime videos and crime podcasts. You gotta cut those out because that's keeping you in a low frequency. That's literally making you worry and fearful of things that aren't even happening to you. Like you hear somebody saying something and then you're thinking it, that's keeping you in a low frequency. So if you're one of those people where you're like, I don't listen to music, you need to listen to a motivation video. Search on YouTube, mindset motivational video. And then there's going to come up so many, and it's just going to be text. Like it might say abundance, it might say manifesting, it might say positive thinking, it might say growth. You're going to listen to this, and in the way that they go, it's like inspiring. Like it's like, you can have whatever you want. You got to do it. It's not always men. Sometimes there's women in it. But like, that's good to listen to. Like for me, I stopped listening to music at the gym. I haven't listened to music at the gym for like honestly 3 to 4 months. So like I'm still new in this, you guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you this as like a big sister giving you knowledge, not from any judgment perspective, because I just started making these shifts and seeing things in my life changing because of this. So literally at the gym, I listen to those motivational videos. Like I can't, or you can listen to an audiobook. Personally, I don't prefer to listen to an audiobook at the gym. Like if it's about business or it's about money tips, like I would rather listen to a motivational video at the gym, because it's like it's giving me that same feeling that maybe a hardcore rap song or like some other song would have gave me. But this video is really igniting something in me and planting seeds into me that are going to inspire me. Because you guys, once you start doing this too, you're going to get so many ideas. You're going to start thinking so much bigger and thinking all these great things are possible for you, and they are. So if you are somebody who watches videos, do the motivational videos because that's a good way to start. And not only that, but so the first thing is like from going to low to high frequency is consuming better things. So being mindful of what we're consuming, only listening to positive things, only playing music that makes us feel good. If the song makes us feel sad, depressed, like I want to go rob a bank, we're not listening to it. We want to listen to stuff that makes me feel like, oh my God, I'm so cute. I'm that girl. I'm wealthy. I can do whatever I want. I can have whatever man I want. Whatever you want to feel, whatever abundance you want into your life, you listen to songs that make you feel like that. And then podcasts if you don't listen to music, because I'm on the side of like, we shouldn't probably listen to music, but some songs can make you visualize and feel good as long as they have the right frequency in them. So just listen to songs that make you feel good. Listen to podcasts like that. And as far as like the motivational videos, also you can do podcasts, like I said, teaching you something. So if you're learning, it don't matter if you're learning how to play a video game, that's better, I guess, than you listening to a fighting video or something, you know, better than you watching a music video where the girls are just like, you know, doing something that's not important. Okay, you can listen to a podcast. There's a bunch of people. You can watch a business podcast, money, finance, abundance, wealth, prosperity, how to be successful. There's so many things that you can listen to that'll give you that same type of feeling that you get from watching that crime and watching all that stuff that's in your comfort zone. It's going to give you that same feeling, but you just have to take the step to do it. So there's that. The second part is do something that makes you feel good. So instead of doing things that don't make us feel good, because we're trying to higher our frequency, we're going to do things that do make us feel good. So go to the gym, go on walks. If that doesn't feel good for you, maybe running feels good for you. Maybe yoga feels good for you. Maybe Pilates. But we're not doing things that literally don't feel good. For example, for me, what that looked like is I'm like, okay, I'm going out all the time. And then the next day, I don't feel good. Why do I keep doing it? It's not making me feel good. Or not only that, I eat a bunch of sweets. I just ate, like if I eat a whole box of donuts, but after that, I don't feel good. Why am I doing that? Okay, so only doing things that make you feel good. Journaling, laughing, even if it's talking with your mom, talking with your friend, whatever makes you feel good, do that. Because the whole point of having a high frequency is doing things that make you feel good, because that's going to bring more good to you, because you're going to be aware of more good things around you. So good. Doing things that make you feel good. And then, yeah, playing videos, doing things that make you feel good, and also watching what you say. So I would say the third part to having that high frequency is watching the words that come out of your mouth and making sure those are only high frequency words. Like, you will not hear me ever telling anybody that I'm having a bad day. I don't care if my bank account's negative. I don't care if I just tripped and busted my knee. I'm having an amazing day. I promise you I'm amazing. And I didn't smile when I said that, but I'll smile. Like, I'm having an amazing day, you know? Or just smile. Like, that goes on a smile. When you're talking, smile. It doesn't matter. Just smile. People want to see it. People want to see your smile, and people want to hear you doing amazing. Because then, too, when you're talking about negative things that are happening to you, or you're enabling the negativity, that's keeping you on the low frequency. If you say you have a bad day, then all of a sudden you're ranting to your girl for hours on the phone about your bad day. What did I do for both of y'all? Nothing, except make you guys continue to enable the negativity. So we want to grow, so you need to just talk about positive things. Only make positive things come out of your mouth. Here's another thing that you can do, like I started with. When you wake up, say today is going to be an amazing day. Like, and that's so small, but it's so huge. It's so huge because literally you set the tone, you set the standard for your day. So you might be like, why am I going to just say today's going to be an amazing day? Because, baby, it's going to be. If you say, I wake up, I feel like shit, today's going to suck, I got to go to this sucky ass job, you bet your bottom dollar you better have a sucky ass job day, okay? So that's why you need to just say today's going to be an amazing day. So before you go to bed, when you wake up, today's going to be an amazing day. Tomorrow's going to be an amazing day. Like, when people are asking you, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. You see these words I'm using? Are those adjectives or nouns? No, I think they're adjectives. Yeah, we're going to use adjectives that are speaking life into us. So we want to use good, positive adjectives, okay? Amazing, wonderful, terrific, okay? I love that. Like, things like that, speak like that. Like, I love that. I love that. That's fire. Yes. Like, say things like that, because this is making you, when you say it, you feel good, and it makes you feel good. And although you might feel like, oh my God, I might be lying to myself, I promise you you're not, because your brain, your subconscious mind, I won't go into it because I'm not a neuroscientist, But the way that I understand things is your subconscious mind, like the brain inside of your little brain, it doesn't know the difference between what you say, what's on your reality, and what's fake. So literally, by you saying you're having an amazing day, although you might be like, "Damn, I just woke up, I'm tired, I feel like a lot." When you say it's gonna be an amazing day, then your brain's like, let's give her everything to make this an amazing day. Like literally, you guys. And it sounds crazy, but go watch some neuroscience videos about the subconscious mind because it's true, and that has to do with your frequency, like all of those things, the music you listen to, what you're watching, if it's a podcast or a video, and the words that come out of your mouth, they have to do with the high frequency. So like, I hope that this video helped you understand that hiring your frequency doesn't have to be super complicated. I know there's all these videos about how to hire my frequency, and like I would watch some of them and I would be so confused sometimes because as a beginner, I'm thinking about me before I started doing this work deeply and started really finding myself. I would always like associate things like this with like, oh my god, like it's gonna take so much time, or I have to do so much work. And you really don't, because you're doing these things every day, but you can just make them better. So it's like, if you can't necessarily journal right now, if you can't necessarily go on a walk, what you can do is play a better song. What you can do is play a video that's good for you. What you can do is watch what's coming out of your mouth, because that affects you. So that was the main thing, you guys. And I really just want you to understand that shifting from the low to high frequency is going to allow you to see more of the beauty in this life. It's going to allow you to be grateful and notice all the resources and opportunities around you. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you want to make more money. It doesn't matter if you want to, whatever you want to do. Like, but you're going to see more opportunities to do so once you hire your frequency. So I challenge you. I want you to like shift the songs you're listening to. Start there. If you need an EDM playlist, start there. Like, I will give you guys some good Apple Music playlists, because what you listen to really helps. I'm not gonna, maybe I'll put them in the description or just text me, because what you listen to really helps. And so by playing songs that make you feel good, you're gonna feel good. So start there. If you do nothing today, like, you listen to music on the way to and from work. If not music, a video. If you listen to nothing, that's cool, because I do that sometimes too. But whenever you do, in the shower, make it things that are good and watch your life start to change. Watch you start to notice more things beautiful, like whether that's even noticing the fact that the sun is shining, noticing the fact that how I have all this beautiful grass in my backyard, noticing that, oh my gosh, the ocean is so beautiful, or noticing that all these people today smiled at me. Like, that's amazing. Like, little things like that are small, but your awareness, it grows when you hire your frequency. You start to notice those things and not take them for granted. Because overall, this is to make you have a better life and like be happy in your life. Why would you want to like not be happy in the life that you live? So like, these may seem like minor tweaks, but literally it's going to help you so much and just make you realize all of the advantages that you have at your fingertips, all by changing these little things. So I'm curious to know if you try one of these, whether you try listening to happier music, whether you try listening to motivational videos or business podcasts or mindset, any podcast that's teaching you something, or you start implementing these positive words. Let me know how that went for you in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.